I'm gonna mute you. I'm going live. Or I hang up, really. Hello, everybody. How's everybody tonight? I'll wait a little bit for everybody to come in. I've sent out an invite. I'm not sure how to pin the link. I'm not sure how to do that. Quiet, Melly. I'm hoping some people will come up or on my channel. I'm still learning, I'm used to having everything all set up for me and just trying to figure things out on my own. I'm not very good at yet. Getting there. I do better at editing and putting up vlogs instead. So I'm waiting for a few people to come up. If not, I'll just start talking on my own, I guess. How's everybody's week been? I hope everybody's feeling better. And, if anybody saw my live stream last night, Kenny wasn't feeling that great. And so I ended the live stream. Today he's feeling a little bit better. I'm hoping that he might feel well enough to come up. I sent him an invite. So I'm just waiting a few more minutes. So I got my Disney Christmas jacket on. Not that it's really cold enough for a jacket. And I'm wearing my antlers. And my dog's going crazy. They're playing. They get cabin fever too. So as you can see, running in the ticker below, that we're trying to grow our channel. I really want to, when I get back from the cruise and the trip to Disney, which I'm taking Kenny on the trip to Disney, I'm going to be saving up for my bus again. The reason why I decided to go to Disney instead of building my bus was because the price of buses has risen over the last year. The prices have tripled, almost quadrupled in price. And I'm hoping that prices go down, especially building materials. So I guess until someone comes up here, hopefully, I'll talk about my bus. So I'm looking for a mid-sized bus, about 30 feet, that has a handicap door in the back with a lift. My friend Troy found a lift for me and I paid for it. But I'm trying to still get a lift, but with a lift already installed, so I don't have to, have to install another lift, put a lift in. And being handicapped, it's unless I get a lot of help, it will be difficult for me to install a lift or even get it from Oregon down here to Texas. So that will be difficult. My son does welding, so he's going to help me. Some of my YouTube family have offered to help, and one is a engineer for solar panels, so he's a solar engineer, and he offered to help. Girls, quit. I'm going to lose track of what I was thinking. So it's a 30-foot bus. I need the extra length to have my wheelchair in the bus, and I need room for a handicap bathroom, which takes up more space than a normal RV bathroom, because you have to be able to get a walker or a wheelchair through the door or to the spot where you can transfer out. So that will be cool. And then I want a full-size kitchen with the dining room inside that will separate from the living room and the bedrooms. So everything, you'll walk in and then it will be the kitchen, and then you'll walk through another partition wall and door into the living room, and then from there you walk in through another partition door into the bedroom and laundry area, and then you go from the laundry and bedroom area into storage, like a garage for the wheelchair, a small cubic foot deep freeze, and dry goods and canned goods storage area, so that I'll be able to fit everything in. I have already downsized. I live in a very small cabin now, and I do have some things in a storage unit, but I'm not sure the conditions of the storage unit right now, because it's 3 hours away and we don't go very often. We just pay it and hope everything has made it since the hurricane. So some things, we didn't lose the roof to our storage facility, but the next couple of units down did, and so they re-roofed the whole thing. So I'm not sure of whether my stuff made it or managed it. So I see I have 2 people in here with me, and I hope I'm running this properly, because I'm not even sure. It was a long night. For sure. Definitely for sure. I didn't sleep too good. I was worried about Kenny. I love Kenny. He's so... Willow, quit. He's such a good person that I hate to see anyone not feeling well like that. So who's up here with me? Who's in the chat? I can't even see the chat. How's that? Oh, here's a couple. Here we go. Oh, Tracy Oceanfire. Here we go. That's what they've been doing since you left.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't have my car control.
The lid.
Yeah, I got it. So I got my hot chocolate. My daughter just brought me hot chocolate.
Girl.
And some hot Cinnabites. I think if we ask her politely after she calms the dogs down.
Is the thing.
I think over here, or it's over there.
I don't know. Okay. I don't see it.
It wasn't that shoebox that tipped over off of my bedside table. So how are you? Yeah, I have a talkative puppy panel. Yeah, they'll come up in my lap when they stop. They pick the oddest times to start fooling around and playing. So Tracy, how are you today? You doing good? Um, I was waiting for people to join me because I wanted to ask how many people do random acts of kindness all year long, or especially for the holidays. You know, what's your we had a family tradition of doing random acts of kindness growing up. That's right. Nomax dogs are Kevin's dogs are wonderful, and they get great timing. They decide to wrap up their leashes and wrap around his legs and play. Once in a while, yeah. We what we started out doing was an old tradition from my mother's side of the family was to bake goods or make excuse me, and make baskets for the elderly during the winter, because my mother grew up in Canada, and there just wasn't a lot of ways of elderly people getting out to get things. So her brothers would go to the store for the neighbors that were elderly, and the girls would make bread, homemade bread and jams and jellies and things like that, and bring them to the neighbors who were elderly, and shovel their yards. Sorry, I'm chasing the dog. She has the lamb chop doll. That's why Willow is taking a fit. Dudu has the lamb chop. Do come here with that. Come. Good girl, come. Bring it here. Willow, let her bring it here. Puppies. Come here. They're like having grandchildren. So that's sort of how it started out. And then, excuse me, could you come take that away?
Yeah.
That's how it started out, was just the farm families in Canada, and fishermen too. Because I have part of my family are fishermen and part of my family are farmers in Canada. And whenever anybody needed anything, you just had to call and ask, or if they knew you needed stuff and you didn't ask, they would even if they didn't ask for things, they would just give them things because they knew it was needed.
I don't know where it went. It comes with the things, like the shelves.
Try to grab her. No. So it was a way of survival for the elderly in Canada, for their neighbors there to do that. They would help put in their fields and in the springtime, and help them harvest in the fall, and anything they needed, because the winters in Canada are brutal, especially. Oh, hi, road traveler. You're new. Welcome. So we're talking about random acts of kindness, and in my family, where it started from generations. So then, when my children were growing up, I taught them to make baskets of goodies. Like my mom would make a strawberry rhubarb jam. We would have blueberry jam, strawberry jam. It was all hand canned, made and hand canned, pickles, um, things like that, things that the elderly wouldn't necessarily be able to be treated with, be able, their budget wouldn't stretch. And even we lived in Massachusetts after my family came over from Canada. Um, New England winters are tough too, but not as tough as Canadian winters. So that's where it started, and that's why, and it was very, very appreciated, yeah. Um, and then as my kids got older, we did baskets for the elderly in the neighborhood. And then it went to, along with church, we collected, donated, and shipped shoes to the orphanages in Russia, so the children would be able to have shoes, because that was the one thing they needed, and that was done through our church. And since then, it's, my kids still make cards for the nursing homes. We still, do, not necessarily through COVID, but recently, instead of doing homemade baked goods, we buy baked goods so that they know that they're okay, and donate around to the neighbors and different things. And we'll we always set an extra plate or two at Thanksgiving and invite someone who has no family. But it's as simple as, my daughter works at a restaurant that has a drive-through, and we have Border Patrol and State Patrol and the Sheriff's Department, and they come through the drive-through, and a lot of people come up and say, here's the money to pay for the officer. Hey, it's the Down Under Cruisers, Sean and Alana. Hi, guys. So people in the front of the line at the drive-through will pay for the sheriff's meal, because a lot of times my daughter will make their meal and they get a call and have to go, or just, they'll stop in and all they can stop for is a cup of coffee. So people leave money with my daughter at the drive-through window to pay for the next 3 Border Patrol, sheriffs, because we're in the middle of that border crisis. That's just, out of control. So that's what we do. And we live in a neighborhood and in a town that there's a lot of people who are transient with the oil companies, and just, it's a stopping off point. Our town is more of a transient kind of neighborhood. So when people come and rent from my landlord, if they need things, me and my landlord get together and we donate toilet paper and cleaning products and hygiene products and toothbrushes and different things like that. And we do that with the military. We send care packages at Christmas. No, Sean, I don't. They're welcome. I don't have anyone blocked. I don't have anyone blocked on my YouTube. I don't do that. Unless it's a real troll that comes in and does something inappropriate, like nudity or, not family friendly content, then yeah, those people get blocked. But no one else is blocked. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. Sean, how do I pin the link? And then I'll go back to our conversation. Should I just put it in a comment? I'm still learning this. Like I said, all the lives I did for Mike and Jessica. Mike, when he started out, it was just Mike. Everything was done for us. We just had to punch in a code, and we were hosting, and everything's changed since then, and I haven't been keeping up with the changes. Willow, enough. So yeah, I'd like to know what other people do for random acts of kindness. Is there a certain time of year you do it? Is it only at Christmas? Oh, you do it through YouTube. Maybe Becky can help me with that. I lost the train of thought. Do you do it just at Christmas time, or is it something you think to do all year long? Is my question. Why do I have helping hands for cruising up there? Wait a minute. Hang on. I did not block you guys. Wait a minute. Hang on. I did not block you and Nate. Maybe somebody who had moderator privileges may have. Let me figure out how to unblock you. Could I have your help?
Mine? I don't know what. I don't know how to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but maybe you can have Sean walk you through it.
I thought he was live with you.
He is. Okay, on YouTube. All right, wait a minute. You had Nate and Amy in chat, but no one came to see them. Can see them. No, it wasn't you, Sean. All right, let me put the link up, and then let me. Are you Sean? Are you a moderator on my channel? Get down. All right, I got my phone. Let's take a minute to do this. I don't like when people are blocked when I didn't do it. That upsets me. Everybody's my friend. I do not do that. I do not pick and choose and pit people against each other. That's not me. I'm going to YouTube, Sean. Yep, YouTube. And okay. Going to YouTube, Sean. Yep, YouTube. Now I'm gonna have like a okay. Okay, Sean, you are a moderator. Now I'm gonna have like a. Okay, Sean, you are a moderator. Okay, now what do I do? Okay, Sean, you are a moderator. Okay, now what do I do? On the right hand side with the three. Okay, now what do I do? On the right hand side with the three. Now what do I do? On the right hand side with the three. In settings. Okay, hold on. Settings. Settings. Okay. Okay. I'm in settings. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. I'm in settings. Now what? Oh, you're gonna. Okay, cool. All right. I'll leave you to do it, and then we'll talk about how you did it after. But I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I don't block people. So I don't know where that came from. Thank you, Sean. You're a blessing, really. Okay, so now we can have Nate and Amy up here, and Sean and hi, Sean. Sean S. How are you? So my question was, repeat what my question was. My question was, how many people do random acts of kindness? Hi, Michael Ann. How are you? Another thing we do is we buy gift cards, and um, when you're stopped at a light in the city and there's homeless people, whatever fast food restaurant is around where they're hanging out, Tracy says, yeah, I'm blocked by someone. I can never see them in chat. Funny because they did a video about blocking. Yeah, that is weird. Well, that's just sad. I'm sorry. We're supposed to all be friends and neighbors and care for one another, and I don't like that. Click on my logo. On my StreamYard. Yeah, we can't always. Okay, add other profiles, guests, and then add. Oh, on YouTube. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I did that, Sean. Okay. Amy still can't post. Yeah, I'm learning, Tracy. Listen. Okay, you will have some options. Okay. Hi, Ron. How are you tonight? Go to my channel. I did. I'm on. I'm on my. I'm on my channel. Well, actually, that's. Let me do that. I got to get my hands out of the way. I'm on my channel. Hi, Ron. Kenny's feeling better today. I was really worried. So settings on my YouTube channel. Go to your channel, click on your logo to bring up a menu, and click on my channel. Okay. My channel. Yep. Okay. Now edit channel, manage videos, playlists, about all that. Yeah, I think what it was is they gave him the flu shot on top of the Moderna, and I think that manage channel. Yep. Well, manage videos or edit channel. So manage videos. Edit channel. Okay. History and privacy. Private privacy is just keep all my subscriptions private, keep all my save lists private. History and privacy. Okay. It says right here, block contacts. There's no one on where it says, see? There's no one under blocked contacts. No one. Go under that. Okay. When I go under that, it just tells me how to do that. Oh, okay. How do I let Amy and Nate up? Can you unblock Amy? Yeah, it said blocked Yeah, it does say something like blocked contacts, but there's no one under there. Yeah, anybody who's blocked, if you look, I just showed on my screen that I have no one blocked. There might be someone else blocking her, but it's not me. And they're allowed to comment and do whatever they want on my channel. Yeah, so what I think is Kenny needs to rest more, but I think that what they did is they shouldn't have given both shots at the same time. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, that's a good idea, guys. Go out and come back in. There shouldn't be anyone blocked. I don't block anyone. So everybody has free speech on my channel. I don't censor unless it's swear words or sexual content or nudity. I don't block unless you which are verbally or threaten myself and my children. I don't put up with that. But my opinion is that being a YouTube creator, you're a journalist, that you can provide content for educational purposes, for all kinds of different things. And you have a right to free speech in this country. And that's kind of how I run my YouTube channel. That, I'm open for discussion on any topic until it causes someone to say things or do things that would be threatening to myself, my family, or my friends. And I just don't put up with that. You're allowed to say what you please in church. You're allowed to speak openly and have an open conversation with people. And usually, when someone has an issue, there's a reason why they're having that issue. What am I going to do about it, Sean? I am going to hug you. And Alana. And you're not getting me and Alana separated because we're going shopping with your credit card. What are you going to do about it? Exactly. Well, the reason why Kenny has to have 3, and the reason why, if I was to once I get cleared by the immunologist, I have to go and I have to go be tested to make sure my immune system will not react to the contents in the shot. I'm not against vaccinations at all. People mistakenly think that I am procrastinating on getting the vaccine because of I don't trust the CDC, or I don't trust the manufacturers, or I don't trust. That's not it. I have 13, and now we're going into another discussion here about what me and Shem are going to do a special on, but I'll touch on it briefly. I have 3 different immune system issues like MS, arthritis, 13 different reasons why my immune system attacks my healthy tissue. So when I get any kind of antibiotics, when I get any kind of infections, when I have vaccinations, my immune system attacks my body. That's what MS is. It's your immune system attacks your nerves and eats the myelin off your nerves, okay? Effectively disabling that nerve. Now, after 12 times of the myelin regenerating, it stops regenerating. And when that happens, that nerve pathway dies. So you get scar tissue on the brain. The more scar tissue, the less that your body can move. You get numbness, tingling, then you get paralysis, then you get atrophy, and then your whatever organ or tissue that attacks dies. And most people die. Yeah, Sean, I'll make you a mod. No problem. Let me see. Do I have to do that somewhere else? I probably have to do that on. I probably have to do that on my YouTube channel, not on my. Hang on, Sean. Wait a minute. Probably have to do that on my YouTube channel, not on my. Hang on, Sean. Wait a minute. Add moderator. There you go. Hang on, Sean. Wait a minute. I did it. You're a moderator. So because my body attacks my healthy tissue, my immune system attacks my healthy tissue. Well, let me take Sean down here. Hide. Where are you? Okay. Because my immune system attacks my healthy tissue, it also attacks your body if you are allergic to the contents of a shot. So I have to be careful what medications I have, what shots I take. So I'm going to get a allergy test. All the pins on a board and they on your back, and I get that a lot because I get allergic to. Every year I seem to get more and more things I'm allergic to. Hey, Kenny. Here comes Kenny.
Hey.
Hi, buddy. Wow, you look so much better.
Thank
Man,
you.
My heart. I did not sleep last night. I cried and cried. I was so worried about you.
Yeah, I'm for the whole. I've been asleep, so.
Good. You needed it. I was explaining how my body attacks itself when I have certain medications or for certain shots. So I can't have back-to-back shots like that. I couldn't. I can have the flu shot. I've had the pneumonia shot, but that's good until I'm 67. Then when I have that shot, I won't have to have another one till I die, because they're trying to stick another expiration date on me. They're trying to say I'm not going to make it to 80.
You know, I didn't even get notified that you went live.
You didn't get notified?
Nope.
And I sent a invite to you.
Yeah, I got that, but.
Well, I was messing around and didn't go live right away. I just sent the invite, and then I started doing my ticker symbol over. My ticker down here. I wanted to add to it, and I was trying to learn a few things before I went live. So it was my delay, not the YouTube's delay. Ask Amy the last time she was in the chat that she knows it showed. I don't think Amy has been in any of my lives for quite a long time. I'm not even sure if Amy has been or commented on any of my lives. Have you, Amy? So I'm going to be tested to see if I'm allergic to any part of the. Hi, guys. Nate and Amy, I cannot wait to do this cruise with you all. I'm very excited to meet everyone. I'm going to have allergy testing to see if I'm allergic to any of the contents of the shot. I'm just. No, Amy wasn't in my live last night. She was watching. I think my son's watching tonight too. I don't know if he came up. Let me send him an invite. Oh, I can't. I have to do that separate. Um, he knows I'm on, but he's probably talking to his girlfriend. So until I find out, yeah, Timmy Roy the King. Yes, I met you last night, hon.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Kiss? That's Gene Simmons there, isn't it? Um. So until then, I guess I'm going to get my flu shot and then wait a little bit.
I will
And
say I don't recommend getting them both at the same time.
yeah, that's what I was explaining. I think that was your problem, was having, they should never have given you both shots at once.
Yeah.
If anybody needs to get a snack, eat, whatever, I have cinnamon little cinnamon treats. We always eat on our lives. Sorry, guys.
I'm actually been trying to go easy tonight, easy today, because the only thing I've had today is popsicles, and I had some chicken broth with some shredded cheese in it, and then I had on the side I had boiled eggs.
There you go. That's a good idea.
I had boiled eggs to try
Yeah.
to see if I could.
Well, I hope Pa realized I just care about you that much. That you know, they may have been hidden. Oh, how do I? We'll we'll figure it out. I'll unhide them later. Yeah. So okay. So we were talking about Kenny through your church. Do they do like canned good fundraisers or different kind of things like that when you bring in?
No, we don't do that. We actually don't have enough people, even funds, to even be able to do that. Really.
Oh, your congregation is that tiny.
Yeah, we only hold about I guess about maybe 10 to 15 people, and maybe 20 at the most of it. That is if everybody shows up. But
How are they able to maintain the building?
well um they they manage it, but I mean
Well, usually the building is maintained through tithing, and also
yeah.
the
Well, there's
salary
people
of
that
the
do
minister.
that, yeah, but it is a little rough and a little tight. But anyway, I was gonna say, um, due to this pandemic situation, that's what's kept a lot of people
Out of the
um,
church.
out of church, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't been going myself is because
Yes. Hang on 1 minute, Kenny. Yes, Sean, please do that. Um, just that though. It's fine. I'm gonna go to Stream Elements and learn that so that you can help me with my channel, Sean. Sean and Alana from Down Under Cruises, my partner channel. For anybody who doesn't know that, um, we are committed to each other's channel growth, the growth of Helping Hands for Cruisers, and any other projects that we want to collaborate on. But we're trying to grow our channel and Kenny's channel, and people who it takes a village for more than just to raise someone. It takes a village to keep everybody happy and healthy and feeling like they belong. Well, Timmy Ray brings up a good comment here, a good thing. I'm a Universalist minister, and the reason why is because too many churches, and I'm generalizing, guys. This is a generalization. Too many churches discriminate, and that's where I'll leave it. They say and do things to be discriminatory, and myself, my belief, not necessarily y'all's,
Mhm.
my belief is everybody, God says, love your fellow man. That means everybody.
Yeah.
So that's my belief. That's why I became a Universalist minister, because I enjoy learning different religions, different histories, and uh, yes, thank you, Sean. Um, I enjoy the history of it. I enjoy the heritage of everyone's different religions, and each one brings something to the table. We we could be a united world if everyone would put their biases aside. And
Mhm.
not that we'll ever see that in my lifetime, but hopefully, the world will learn to do that and not self-destruct on themselves. But that's not what the prophecies say. They say we're going to do ourselves in. But anyway,
Uh,
back to random acts of kindness.
yeah.
You were saying your church is too small to do that.
Yeah, we actually don't have enough funding to be able to do those things with, and I mean, as of right now, we barely have enough to make the bill to be able to pay on the building, things like that. Um, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to you. I don't know how they can upkeep the building. What I like is, everybody might think this is a little bizarre
Hmm.
or strange. I'm a Universalist minister, like I just said,
Yeah.
but I went to Pentecostal churches. I've gone to temples. I've gone to, you name it. I grew up. I was baptized Catholic. I grew up Methodist, and I still have ties to my Methodist church. In fact, they keep begging me to become a Methodist minister. But that's what I do on Sundays. Is they have they're on YouTube and they have a vlog, and they televise church over YouTube. And that's how I watch my hometown church
Yeah.
from Massachusetts is through
But
is through my church. I still got.
mhm.
Let's see. Um, that's weird. I wrote accomplish and they got a funny symbol in between. So what I'm doing this year, and
Mhm.
I mentioned people will leave money for the with the Rebecca at the drive-through to pay for the policemen, the border patrol, and the state patrolmen to be able to pay for their lunch or their coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
What I do is I buy gift cards for like Sonic or McDonald's or whatever,
Mhm.
and I give them to homeless. I also collect canned goods, and kind of like what the Boy Scouts did, they would send out a notice saying if you have any spare canned goods to put them in a plastic bag and hang them on your front gate. And then the Boy Scouts would go around collecting them, and then they would bring them to the food pantry.
Mhm.
And a lot of people who are couponers, they'll go and they'll clip coupons and they'll get a large amount of free groceries,
Mhm.
and they will donate those groceries to the food pantries as well. But it's as simple as hand making a card and or a few cards and dropping them off at Christmas time to the nursing home. Paper and pencil, they don't care. You draw a picture, you write Merry Christmas, and you send a few of those to the nursing home, and because they don't get enough attention as it is. That families don't visit. Not everybody has family. They have families passed on or whatever.
Mhm. Timmy Ray wants you to read that comment. Uh,
Uh,
said
which one?
he's seen talking about he's seen some pastors take the money and run, and some pastors take the money and go to a bar and make love to some married women
Go
and go
back to church on Sunday.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I was in a Protestant church, and I was singing in the choir because, like I said,
Mhm.
I learned all religion. I've gone to uh, different churches, different synagogues, different uh, a variety, and it wasn't that
Uh,
I wanted to learn
mm,
different religions. So I was in this church singing in
mhm.
the choir, and I loved the pastor. He was
Mhm.
my sister's pastor. He was great. He
Yeah.
baptized my nephews and everything, and I was the godmother and all that. And one day he comes in to do a sermon, and he pipes up with the everybody's not tithing what they should. I really need to send my son to college. And I'm like, I got up right out of the middle of the choir seats, got up and walked down the steps and right down the middle aisle and out the door. I'm like, whoa, what? I can't even afford to go to college. And he wants to tell us we have to tithe to the point to where it hurts. I mean, there's a percentage of your income that you're supposed to tithe.
I think it's like 10%, I believe.
Right. And yeah, not everybody tithes the proper amount. I can understand that, but to blatantly come right out and go, "Hey, you guys aren't giving enough. My son can't go to college," It just blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't even beat around the bush or find a tactical way, be tactical. You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
about it. He just blatantly comes out. Oh, my kid, I can't afford to send. I'm like, you get a free house, you get paid a large salary. Um, yeah, exactly, Timmy Ray. Um, what are you talking about? Have your son go get a job. You know, like everybody else's children. Why? What made him special? Tactful. Yes, thank you, Michael Ann. Exactly. He was not tactful about that at all. What I was guilty of
Mm-hmm.
was when I was a minister at a church, I donated my tithe back to the church or to needy people. I don't need exactly or a student loan. I don't need much in my life. I would rather have less because you appreciate what you have that way. If you have too much, you lose the appreciation of what you do have. You lose the appreciation of your family. And those are blessings, and you don't want to take them for granted. That's why rich people, money can't make you happy. No matter how much money you have, it doesn't make you happy. And that's why I give more than I receive, is because that's what makes me happy. That's what makes me feel like I am doing the Lord's work, not taking the money and run, like Timmy Ray just maybe not so tactfully described. But yeah, when I see a minister or a evangelical or you know a Bible thumper, that's kind of wrong to say that has gold faucets and their wife has 300 pairs of shoes, or Tammy Faye Baker, you know what I mean? It's like you're taking an advantage of people who think you're close to God. I'm not close to God. I am not. Um, I'm not godlike. I'm not any of that. I'm a humble teacher of the word. That's it. That's all ministers and priests are. They can ask for your blessing by asking the Lord to bless you. They can ask for blessings for themselves, but they don't perform the miracle. Only God can do that.
Yeah.
You're right, Sean. And I love all of you. Sean's getting me back. I picked on him too much the other night.
Yeah. I
We have a healthy friendship of banter back and forth, like watching tennis.
but
Even Jewish people donate to different charities, Sean.
yeah, my dad grew up. He grew up in different churches himself. He grew up in like Catholic. He's been Baptist. He's been Presbyterian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you name it, Bennett. Yeah, and I married a Jewish man.
yeah. But uh, But
You're reading too, aren't you?
yeah, I'm reading too.
Good.
But yeah, I've got your chat on here on the YouTube chat over here, and then I got Triple C's chat over here. I'm multitasking as usual.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't going to bring up last night at all, but I do want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If we, and I mean everyone, as a community,
Mm-hmm.
cannot do a live stream because somebody might in the group might be doing a live stream at the same time and they can't share or get along, then that's a problem because somewhere there's someone going live right now. Like you were just saying, I'm not disrespecting them by going live. They're not disrespecting me by going live. And this
Yeah.
raid parade train garbage, and I don't care who's mad at me for saying that. Yes, we need to support each other and send each other to everybody's channels. I agree. And I do that. But to jump in line and have to wait like you're going in elementary school waiting for your lunch and you're fighting over who's in line and he cut me and I'm sorry, grow up. That's all I have
Yeah.
to say.
I mean, anybody can go anytime they want
Right.
live. There's nobody that owns that specific time slot.
Exactly. Thank you, Kenny. It's
Yes.
exactly right. And I'm sure when we're in Disney, when we're on the cruise, okay, you're going to be doing your taste test. I'm going to be doing a live, or I'm going to be taping B roll, or I'm going to be editing or something.
Yeah.
And, so you do your taste test over here. Meanwhile, I'm doing my work over there. It's a job, people. YouTube is a job for the people who need it to make money.
Uh-huh.
It's to make memories with your family and friends, to be able to relive it. It doesn't matter who's in first. I don't know who's on second. And, we're not the Three Stooges.
It's Abbott and Costello.
Oh, Abbott and Costello. We're not Abbott and Costello. We're not the Three Stooges. We're not the, little rascals. We are adults. Most of us, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not matter. Worry about the big stuff because the little stuff is going to freaking kill you. Don't sweat it. And Kenny is everywhere. And I don't see anybody throwing stones at Kenny because they live in glass houses.
Yeah.
Kenny loves his community. Kenny dedicates his life to this community.
Mhm.
And I support Kenny 100% in every and any endeavor. And I will continue to treat Kenny as my son, like
Mhm.
my son,
Mhm.
until I'm no longer here. And my children respect you as well. My
Mhm.
son is sending his girlfriend to Disney and not even caring. He's like, Kenny's a great guy. You guys will have an awesome time. I want my girl to meet y'all. I want my girl to be part of the family, feel like part of the family. My son will marry her. And if she doesn't feel welcome, that's sad. I've had two mother-in-laws that didn't make me feel welcome. And that's very difficult. You don't have to love your daughter-in-law, but you have to love them because your children picked them.
Mhm.
And I chose to pick Kenny. And not for the reasons that other people have befriended Kenny. I picked Kenny for his upbringing, for the things that he's gone through in life, because I've gone through similar things. We have a
Mhm.
lot common. I enjoy his company. He's a good friend. I respect him 100%. And I care about him. And Anybody wants to argue that with me, I'll have a knockdown, drag out argument. And it won't be a vocal argument, it will be hand to hand. Because I will defend Kenny like I do my own children. So, anyway, random acts of kindness. How
Thank
kind am I when I'm saying I'm going to beat anybody up who gives Kenny a hard time?
yeah. Thanks
Not
for
very
those nice.
kind, am I?
Thanks for those nice compliments.
Well, Kenny, you 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 earn them. You earned your respect. Respect isn't just given.
Hmm.
Respect is earned. Trust trust isn't just given. Trust is earned. Um, Friendship is earned. You have to earn your way through life by being a good person, by being welcoming, by being comforting, by caring, by uh, wearing your emotions and your everything on your sleeve. You know, we all go through trials and tribulations through life, and some of us do it gracefully, and some of us don't.
Hmm.
And Kenny, you do it gracefully. You know what, Sean S? If you can show me one person who's perfect, then I think everybody would pass away because there's no one perfect in this world. Everybody makes mistakes.
Hmm.
Nobody's perfect. I don't care if they have an inflated ego and think they're perfect. No one's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody needs to apologize. Everybody
Amen.
needs to live their life in grace and love.
Yes, I agree.
I agree too. Exactly. You're a great moderator and a friend extraordinaire.
Mm. Thank you.
That was Michael Ann said that
Thank you, Michael Ann.
right here.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
So my challenge is
yeah.
for you all to think of one thing, and it doesn't have to cost anything. One thing, hold the door open, say a polite word, smile at someone, spread cheer, happiness, and do one act of kindness a day. And feel blessed when you make it to Christmas and you've brightened one person every day for the 20 odd days we have left. And that's my challenge, to treat people the way you would like to be treated.
Hmm.
Maybe people will learn to be a little more humble that
Hmm.
way. Exactly, Michael Ann. You need
Yeah,
to sit and listen to someone that needs to talk.
and I agree with that statement there, Timmy Ray. You are exactly right on that one. When he
You're
said,
right, Timmy Ray. I meant it
"Yeah,
in as in a bodily fashion. We all have the spirit of Jesus and the spirit of God in our souls. That's why your soul is more important than your physical being. Um, and your soul should be perfect.
hmm,
That doesn't mean you can't make mistakes. It means that when you do make a mistake, you need to atone for your mistake.
and
You
that's
need
for forgiveness."
and ask for forgiveness, and most of all, forgive yourself.
Hmm. Hmm.
Forgive yourself because no one's perfect. And that's a hard deal for some people to forgive themselves. Exactly, Sean. So yeah, make a card for an elderly person. Hold the door, smile, say something nice. There's a million and one ways.
Let that person merge onto the highway.
Yeah, let Becky's pet peeve. Let that person merge in front of you on the highway.
Do it.
Don't cut them off. Don't brake check them. Becky's really hates road rage. She really does. It causes too many deaths every year. Hey, check and see if I have a package over at the landlord's.
Hey, loves you.
Hi, loves you. How are you? I'm so jealous of your weather and the. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's an insecure person doing that. Timmy, right? That would be a person who's a coward and an insecure person. And you're jealous of our snow. Yeah, you should when you come, if you ever come to America Loves You, you'll have to come. We'll go on a sleigh ride or something. My daughter is a general manager of the fast food restaurant, and they don't get treated properly. Most servers in every restaurant don't get treated properly, except for maybe by their regulars. I worked at a restaurant for a long time.
Mm.
Kenny Loves You has
Yeah, I
a
know she
question.
come in.
Yeah, you have so
Yeah,
many people who
I'm.
love you.
So what now?
You have a lot of people who really care about you, who love you. I'm not the only one.
Uh, I am doing better than I was. I've slept most of the day. I haven't been up. I haven't been up very much throughout the day. So, and I haven't really eaten a whole lot throughout the day. Um, I've been pretty much eating popsicles, and I had chicken broth soup, and I had chicken broth soup with some shredded cheese in it, and then I had boiled eggs on the side with it. Those boiled eggs that you can buy in the store that's already pre-made,
Yeah,
and
pre-made. Mm-hmm.
they don't have a smell or nothing. And you know and so yeah, so that's what I had. But
Yeah, but that was good protein for you, and
yeah,
it wasn't anything harsh that would upset your stomach. And that's important.
second live stream on Sees America. This is second live stream where you can't see Timmy Ray King comments.
Go back out, Ron, and come back in. Maybe that is why. If anybody's messing with
I
my wait a minute, Kenny. If
oh,
anyone is messing around with my channel and I find out who it is, it won't be pleasant. These are my friends. If you don't like them, go away. Because this is not funny. If you are blocking or hiding people or doing bull crap, on my channel. I'm going to lose my temper, and people don't want to get to know me when I lose my temper. I
But
will report you and have your channel removed.
anyway,
Sorry, Kenny. I don't mean to
I
upset you. I just won't put up with it.
understand.
That's
Well,
baloney.
we can see you in the chat. Ron sees America.
Yeah, I see you, Ron, and we can see, or I can see.
I have the YouTube side open and I can see you in the chat. So
Can you see Timmy Ray's?
I see Timmy Ray's comments in the chat as well.
Here, I'm going to put them up here. See?
Yeah.
Ron, I really think that someone's playing games with me, and I don't take that kindly. Some people don't understand who they are messing with.
But yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I see you, Ron. I see Timmy Ray. I see everybody's comments in the chat.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, Tracy Oceanfire. I have a clue, but I won't put up with it. No amount of money. Money doesn't make a difference. You can't hide behind your money. So there's this thing called cyberbullying.
Yeah.
And again, because someone's messing with my channel, I'm going to say this only once. There's a thing called cyberbullying. It's a federal offense. The FBI takes it very seriously. It's a federal offense. Long-term jail time. A record that you can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
And I will open my channel to the FBI to take care of it for me. I don't need money to do that. Thank you, Sean. I just have big kahunas. No, I was brought up not to let people bully me. I've had enough of that. Calling the kettle black doesn't work either.
Mm-mm.
And gee, I wasn't going to say a word about any issues until this happened.
Mm. Yeah.
Now I've said my piece, now I'm moving on because it will be taken care of now. I don't sit and whine about it. Well, you know what, Tracy Oceanfire? The FBI will let me know if it's a fluke. And Tracy, you know how Kevin feels about that. You know, Kevin won't put up with that neither. Kevin is very loving and caring with his audience as well. Really, Ron? So every live that I'm in, you can't see Timmy Ray in them? I've just got to know Timmy Ray in the last 2 live streams that I was part of.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I can see that you're not blocked, because I would think if you was actually blocked, I wouldn't be able to see you.
Yeah, you should. You should be able to see. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, you know what? Let's not worry about it during this live stream. After this live stream, I'm going to get together with Sean. We're going to figure out what's going on, and then I'm going to report it. And that will be that. Who had the shirt the other night? They found a shirt in the store that was a pineapple shirt.
That was on Loves You.
Loves You, right. That was Loves You, wasn't it? She was in the mall shopping. Ron, you cannot get away from those pineapples no matter what you do. I don't think you'll ever live that down. The pineapples, anyway. I'll have to cook you a pineapple upside down cake. Amy says that Timmy Ray has Ron blocked. Come on, everybody. Can't we play in elementary school properly? This isn't a child program, is it? We've all reduced ourselves to fussing and whining children in the sandbox, so the teacher needs to come out and smack us. Sean, why aren't you up here? I need someone to bounce my insults off of. Hi, John Tucker. John, I love you. I have an issue. Please don't call me your sister. Just call me Lorraine. And I know you're doing it to be very, very, very respectful. You're being very, very respectful, and I love you for that. But I'm a minister, hun. So you can either call me Lorraine, or call me Reverend, or what? Call me late for dinner, but don't call me sister. I'm not a nun. But yes, I am your sister in God. It's just I had someone irritate me about that. It's a pet peeve, and it has nothing to do with you, John. It's really a pet peeve. I had someone hurt me and call me sister, and they weren't related to me. So it's sort of like a trigger for bad memories. So if you don't mind, don't call me sister, please. I've had a lot of trauma in my life, guys. I have PTSD very badly. And I never try to impose that on anyone else. It's not your fault that I went through crap. But there are things that make me very, very nervous and upset about, and that's one. Okay. Kind of like ripping a band-aid off of a wound over and over again. So, John Chalker, what do you do to do acts of kindness? Oh, thank you, loves you. Yeah, no, I don't explain what happened to me to get sympathy. I really don't. I really, um, I don't. That's another pet peeve I have is I don't, I don't say or do things for sympathy. Um, I do it to teach people. So, being my children and I being victims of domestic violence, we go and we do um, inspirational talks at school for the kids, talking about domestic violence in teenagers and their boyfriends, and we are not victims. We are survivors. We uh, set out to um, oh, here you go, John. That's cool. Well, I'm going to put John up here. Let's see. Um, um, my if I didn't share my experience and how I was able to overcome it with other people, then I can't save anyone else. I'm not giving them the tools they need to get away and out of that situation. And I would feel terrible if I didn't help my fellow people who have things happening to them on a daily basis. I'm not helping them strengthening their selves to be able to remove themselves from the situation. Hi, hi, Pa.
It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. That's all. Yeah.
Hi, Pa.
Laura ain't saying hello to you. I'm up on her panel.
Howdy.
Reminds me of Minnie Pearl.
That's what I was going for. I need to have a tag on my hat here. I need a price tag. Well, let's all block each other and then unblock each other then. Let's get it over with. Get it out of our systems. Block everybody. Oh, man. I'm silly. Somebody's going to get keel hauled off the back of the ship. I know it, Sean. You're in for it. I can't do that. Kenny's using my electric wheelchair. I was going to drag Sean overboard when he went to throw me overboard with my wheelchair. Now you're using my wheelchair, so I can't drag Sean with me.
Yeah.
I'm a race fan too. I love my mom. Oh my goodness. And my dad drove stock cars. My brother drove stock cars.
Love them.
So what are they talking about on that other channel, Kenny?
Oh, Triple C. She's actually taste testing some smoked oysters, fish oysters.
Oh, is she liking them or no?
She's got a facial reaction like you should see her face. It's hilarious.
Yeah, let's see if I can imitate you, Kenny. Hi, I'm Kenny Fordman, and I'm taste testing Sonic's cinnamon bites. And I got a package of 5, and it comes with this awesome dipping sauce that's got cream cheese frosting. And I took a bite just a minute ago, and they're definitely a 10. How's that?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good impression.
Well, it took me a minute. Let me hang around with you a little bit longer. I'll be real good. You know who does good impressions, but my son can't come up right now? My
Yeah.
son can impersonate anybody. You know the on The Simpsons, the shopkeeper, the Indian guy. My son sounds exactly like him, and Homer and Bart and Goofy, and he does a lot of different impressions. He's really good at it. I think you might.
I see. 4 man said, or Tim Ray saying that he just found out that Charles blocked him because he said some bad to him and don't know how to unblock him. I know you and Charles, your dad, share the same account. Like me and Dad share the same account. But I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't. I still see Timmy Ray.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm gonna bring some fairy dust powder to put on Sean's head during the cruise, so he'll just sparkle. We'll glitter him up, so we'll be able to see his beacon. What are you doing? Playing? You two fighting over a toy? They looking at me like, what? Oh, you talking to me? Are you talking to me, Mom? My dogs are characters, I tell you. There's an awful lot of blocking going on here, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't understand it because I can see everybody's comments in the chat.
Me too. So look at, I got nothing up my sleeves. Presto! I didn't block anyone.
I can't even. And
Let me see everybody's hands to make sure no one's blocking anybody.
my hands are acting.
Exactly, right? The funniest thing, Kenny, I was trying to practice a song to sing.
Now, I haven't seen Amy in the chat, no.
Nate and Amy can't come in the chat right now. Sean and I are going to work on it after. How long have I been? An hour and 30 minutes. Could I give you a link to what, Sean? To my YouTube or the link to the live stream here?
Can I do a?
If you can do it, Ken, you can do it.
Let's see. Can I do a link for Ron's channel so I can unblock? You have to be able to go. going on Ron's channel is not going to help unblock him on your channel, Timmy Ray, if that's what you're thinking. You have to go on your own channel to unblock him from your channel. If that made sense. I don't understand. Cause you're the owner of the channel, Timmy Ray. So you'll have to go into your settings.
There you go, Sean. My brain is starting to thaw out. I actually managed that. I'll put it up in the post too. Here, wait. I don't know how to put it up the top of the chat, but
You go to the YouTube side
um,
and go to where you see it on the YouTube side, and then and click on that link, and it'll say pin message, and it'll pin it.
okay. I should be able to message it to Amy and I guess we're not friends on the messenger. I thought we were. Oh well, whatever.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and put this off right now.
It's starting to seem like everybody's YouTube is going crazy.
Yeah.
Look in the basement. That would help.
G'day.
John, I'll bring you up, but please don't interrupt everyone, okay? Say what you got to say, and then wait for a minute, let people respond, and then you can say something else, okay? That good with you? Good. Thank you.
Hello, my brothers and sisters.
Hello.
And my
Hey,
friend.
John. Hey, John.
Yes?
Can you do me a favor, buddy? I only have one brother. I don't mind if you call me Sean. That's cool.
That's what I was
Is it okay to call you friend?
You may call
Friend
me
is
friend.
good.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I make sure because in my church world, we usually call everyone brother and sister. And I'm sorry if it offends you in the corner.
It doesn't
I'm
offend
very
anyone.
sorry.
It doesn't offend anyone.
That's cool.
It's just what different people believe different things. Okay. Let's
Okay.
just leave it
No,
at
that's
that.
cool. How we doing, Kenny?
Doing all right.
Just all right?
Doesn't he look better?
Well, I say better
He
than I
looks
was last.
just this side of extremely bloody brilliant, but he's getting better.
Oh, Miss Amy. Yay.
Hello.
Hey. G'day,
Finally.
Amy.
When the
Hello.
hell happened?
Okay.
Hello,
now-
hello, my friend Amy. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I want to say
Right.
because I can't comment in chat. Timmy Ray, you have Ron blocked. You need to unblock him from your channel. Going to his channel will not help unblock him. It's on your end. You have to go to your settings and unblock him from there.
Now, Amy, I think you might be hidden because you're not blocked, but I'm going to, Lorraine and I are going to have a session afterwards, in which case I'm going to rip her YouTube to shreds and fix it up.
Yeah,
Thanks.
he's gonna
Yeah.
help me fix everything.
Because now it makes sense.
Boy,
because
will
I
I
commented
fix everything.
before
I-
Sean got in, and you guys didn't say hi to me, but I'm like, whatever, you missed chat, like it happens. And then I realized when Nate goes, hey, can you see me? And I was like, no, the only person I can see commenting is Tracy from the very beginning of the live. And I was like, can you see me? And he goes, no. So that's how we
And
figured we were both blocked
I don't block
or
anyone,
hidden.
not anyone. So if any of my
Renee?
moderators block someone without my permission, they will no longer be my moderators. I'm sorry, Sean. Go ahead. Hi, Alana.
Hi, Lorraine.
Grab
Hi,
Sean's credit
everybody.
card. Grab Sean's credit card for the cruise. We're going on a spending spree.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, I want to be
Go
in that
ahead.
spending
There won't be much to spend, Lorraine, I can tell you.
There's nothing in there.
We'd be lucky to share a cocktail together with his credit card.
Oh, all right. Dang it.
Peach.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know it. That's how I feel.
After all
I
I
love your
haven't done-
headdress dish in the corner.
Mine,
thanks.
My friend, I love your headdress.
it's just antlers and a Minnie Mouse jacket that I got in
Ooh,
Disney World
nice.
the last time I was there. I have matching
Nice.
pajamas.
Amy,
Mhm.
I have kind of an answer for you. We think that about the middle of January, maybe February, the doors will be open for general riffraff. I mean, people from the US.
Oh, that's a. Did he? Nothing. I'm okay. I love my Australian family. I always treat you with respect.
Yeah, it's
Sean,
okay.
that was fun.
The
Ron,
discussion-
I can
Sorry?
see you in chat. Ron, we can see you
Yep.
in chat. I don't know.
Yep.
If your chat's not refreshing, you need to go out and come back in and refresh the chat.
You can see him, no problem.
Yeah.
You see, this is it. Ron loves talking to himself because it's that upside down pineapple T-shirt that he's got.
Ron, why don't you just come up? That way we can hear you and you won't have to text.
Yep.
So,
Amy, did you get my two addresses on your live the other day?
I don't know.
If you have a chance, if you have a chance to go back and take a look, because I said hello twice, and I guess you got too busy with everybody else.
Um,
I said hello. and-
I see Ron in the chat there. He's giving me some thumbs down or whatever. Amy, quick
let's
question.
everything upside down.
Quick question. 2 parcels were sent, one to the US and one to the UK. We know the one in the UK got delivered.
Should be there soon.
I asked my boss today if he got it, and he said not yet, but they hadn't gotten the mail yet today. He hadn't been home. So I'm hoping that it came today.
Awesome.
So
Then we know Australia Post actually can do work. Ah, you want to
Yeah,
know
but
what's
can
fun?
American Post do the work? That's the
Well,
issue.
here's the thing. This is funny, right? We had some deliveries sent to us from the US, and another one delivered by Australia Post here in Australia, right? So it's an Australian product. Well, the items from the US have arrived. The item from Australia
Have
is
not
somewhere in the
arrived.
ether. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
I want to say one thing. I apologize for losing my temper earlier. I don't normally do that, but I've had a long night. And my best friend in the world was sick last night. And I didn't sleep because I care that much. I wear my heart on my sleeve for my friends.
You're
It's
apologizing
okay, my
for
friend.
losing your
Everybody
temper.
has a tendency to go off. I had a thing where I went off one time myself, but I had to cool myself.
Yeah. Wait 1 minute. John,
You
Sean wanted to say something.
you decided that you were going to lose your temper.
Yes, I
I've
did.
only ever had you lose your temper at me once,
How many
and I'm
times
not
have I
looking
lost?
forward to the consequences on the cruise.
How many times have I lost my temper in the last year?
Including
that
the
what-
time you lost it with me.
I didn't lose my temper with you.
Yeah, you
Have
did,
I?
because you said to me, "I'm gonna." You did. You said that I'm gonna be handcuffed to the yardarm and then thrown overboard.
Oh, because you said you were going to dump me overboard. I forget how that started. We were teasing each other, I think. Yes, Amy.
Oh, is
Ron's
that
in
what
the
it was?
basement. But
What?
Lorraine, on the losing your temper, I totally get it. There's been a couple times I want to lose my temper on a live or in somebody else's live because of the way I've been treated online. So,
Well, you know what? On our live, it's our live. It's our people don't understand the autonomy of their YouTube channel. You can do whatever you bleeping well please on your own channel, right? But you shouldn't go to other people's channel and badmouth other people in a group that you're all supposed to be friends and neighbors.
and you know, I think I told you, I have enough that I can file cyberbullying charges on somebody. So there's that. And I have all the proof in the world. And
Well,
I'm going to
that's
leave it
what
at
I said when I lost my temper, when I thought that half of my friends were blocked when I don't block anybody. And there's only just so many moderators I can blame that on. So
probably the person who's
All
cyberbullying.
right. I'm sorry. Okay.
and
I'm
yes,
sorry.
so my threat was that's a federal offense.
Yep.
And I will just turn my channel right over to the FBI and have it investigated for cyberbullying, which is a federal
I'll turn
offense.
this over.
Yeah. But that's what I lost my temper about because yes,
Now,
Sean?
Blaine is making a comment. He's saying that I've lost my temper so much I've lost my hair.
You have. You have. No, I'm teasing. Yeah, I don't know why, Sean, that we got to a point where I was calling you Elmer Fudd and was going to throw you overboard, because before you could throw me overboard, I forget what all that started. That was a year ago now. That was on Mike's channel way back.
Is Ron not in the basement still?
Ron's not in my basement yet. It's on the overcrowded. Wait a minute. Oh, there you
Scroll
are.
down.
I see you. He was in my basement. Hello.
Ron, you're not dressed.
He's got a shirt on.
Yeah, it's not the pineapple one.
Not dressed.
See, I had a green screen
No.
taped to my wall, and my cat tore it down. So now I
listen.
have
Oh,
like a projector screen, green screen
Sean,
has to
behave
be hung-
yourself.
that has to be hung up so that I can pull it down and then put it back up so the cat can't be hanging on it.
Okay, so let me address the chat right quick and say hello to Blaine, Michael Ann, also Timmy Ray. I can see you now. Thank you. I was hoping that you didn't have some reason to block me or whatever because I don't think ill of you at all.
I showed on the screen that I had no one under my block. I did a really close up kind of this thing. I don't block anyone unless they threaten to come hurt me and my children. In that case,
I
just
don't
block
either.
them.
I don't have anybody blocked for any
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I have one person.
Ron, it's
Yes.
your aftershave.
Hey, I just now shaved. Maybe that's right. Because I
Yeah,
literally shaved just less than an hour ago.
We didn't recognize you, Ron. You look too good.
Cleaned it up. I shaved. I trimmed.
I
the
saved
beard.
too, see?
Hey, you shaved that one hair off that gets really long that I like.
I think we're frozen.
Who's frozen?
No,
No
we're
one's
fine.
frozen.
Thank you for doing that, Timmy Ray. I was hoping that maybe I hadn't offended you somehow, but thanks. I can see you now.
Do you know what? I'm a bit surprised. Kenny hasn't
I like
come up
your
with his
race.
famous
I didn't wanna
statement yet.
I didn't want to lose being able to say congratulations when you place in a race. I mean, my gosh. I like racing.
Kenny hasn't come up with his famous statement yet.
What's that?
I'm in the wrong chat.
I thought when I said, "Hey, we're giving him the master suite in the condo with the king size bed and his own shower," and I said that gives him plenty of room to crawl all around that bed, and he's going with 4 women, that he would say he was in the wrong chat.
He was
I had to
sick.
put on a shirt to come up here. Dang it.
The only reason why he didn't say that was because he was sick.
But it's
I thought maybe that's what made him sick.
but look,
No,
look,
I didn't feel.
we got any gambler fans in the house?
Oh yeah,
You got to know when to hold him.
Yeah,
Know
and
when
know
to fold
fold
him.
I like
Know when
his
to walk away.
know when
Know
to
when
run.
to run.
Yep.
Yeah, there's certain people who need to run fast, very fast. Well,
Are you trying to
Go on.
threaten me again, Lorraine?
I'm gonna get you.
Behave.
Amy,
I'm
Yep.
gonna gang
you're
up
my
with
witness
Alana and
on this cruise. You're my witness on this cruise. She's trying to get me.
me and Alana. Alana's building the rocket that we're gonna strap to Sean's back to get him over the edge.
Well, so
Me and
hold on. The only problem with pushing him over the edge or anybody over the edge is Carnival might ban you from their cruise line, and then you can't go on another cruise. That's
I'll go
my
on
problem. That's
Disney.
why I can't push certain people overboard.
I'll go on Disney. They love me.
You,
They
you
love
might
me.
you might get blacklisted from the entire cruise community if you push somebody overboard.
Well, see, he threatened it. And what I said is if I'm going over, he's going over. So I'm going to handcuff him to the back of my wheelchair. So when he throws me in my wheelchair over, he'll go too. And then Alana said, well, I'm going to make a booster rocket to make sure his butt gets way out over there so they can't turn the ship around and go pick him up again.
Blaine says it's all right to get thrown overboard. There's other
There's other
cruises.
ships around.
There's other cruises.
Yeah.
Just
Somebody
float
said
for a
they
little
were
while until
gonna
one
hide
picks you
your
up.
dinghy.
Just float there in the shipping lane for a little while until one picks you up.
Right. Exactly. There's so many cruise ships out in that ocean. It's ridiculous. Lucky they don't bump into each other.
Thank you, Michael Ann. Thank you very much. At least somebody cares about me.
I care about you. I suggested you not push him
Whoa.
over.
Woe is me. Woe is me, Sean.
Well, not
I'm going to
not
be the
not
most
just
hard done by person on that cruise. The only one who speaks with a decent accent. The rest of you, no, sorry.
I want you to know that I finally got in touch. Well, me and Cindy is finally in touch about that situation. This
Nice.
incident is killing me.
Good.
I have a question for Cindy. Don't I have $100 credit somewhere somehow
Yes,
on ship credit?
150. 150.
Can I use that money to pay to be on the captain's table?
Bribe?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer.
Well, you're the one who suggested that we all go, that you and I and
On the chef's
Alana do the
table?
captain's table.
No, the chef's table.
Oh, the chef's table. See, I got to do the captain's table on Disney. I got to sit
Yeah,
with the
but you're
captain.
not that special.
Well, I am.
Yep.
He even
Be
took
my-
my service dog up to the bridge to take pictures to send home to his wife and kids. I guess
He took
special
pictures of you. But you're special. That's why
I'm special.
you're Lorraine from traveling with special abilities.
Exactly. I have mysterious special abilities. How
Yeah,
does
that's
she
what I
do
was
it?
thinking.
Where there's a will, there's
the
a way.
only I only been to Disney World once.
Well,
Yeah,
that's one more
that's
time
one
than
time we win.
that's one more time than Kenny. Then that's why I'm taking Kenny.
I've never been either.
I've been twice. Well, 1.5.
The reason
As a matter of fact,
I went with the Boy Scouts
Go
once.
with you guys.
John, Ron was talking.
Sorry.
I was saying that I may invite myself to go with you guys after the cruise.
That's fine.
Blaine is saying that it's okay to do.
Kenny's got a king size bed. You can bunk him with him.
I don't.
And then
I've gotten used to sleeping alone, but I appreciate the the thought there.
Well, there's only 4 girls and 1 Kenny.
Well, he'll keep warm.
We all have our own bedroom.
Oh, okay. I thought you were splitting the room by 5 ways.
No, Kenny's got the master bedroom.
Of course,
then-
he's the master.
Sean S.
then
Sean S.
me
is
and-
saying goodnight.
Oh, good night. I'm
Who's
trying to
saying
plug in my
goodnight?
computer.
Sean S.
Good night, Sean S. Thanks. I was watching you trying to help out with that, with the Amy and Nate block thing, and hope
yes,
y'all.
thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for
you're
helping
fine,
out.
Sean. Yep, you're fine. Thank you. You can keep
Yeah.
your mod status.
Me too, Michael Land. I've been to Orlando several times, and my brother lives there, and my brother is an amusement park low voltage electrician who has
Oh, cool.
worked at Disney, and I still haven't been.
Ron, are you
Yes.
saying that's your brother?
I
Who's the one
was
who's
saying,
working at
my brother he's not working at Disney now. He works at whatever projects going on that he's working on at the time. He has worked at Disney as a low voltage electrician.
That's shocking.
How electrifying.
Zing! I walked right into that one. Hi, Ilana. How are you doing?
Hello. Good day.
Hi,
Bye.
Alana.
We're making plans of throwing Sean overboard.
Yes, I'm working on the
Okay.
booster rocket as we speak. I'm going
Maybe a
home to
better
get the
boat will
ground
come
ticket.
Hey, Alana.
Maybe a better boat will come along with people that will adopt you, Sean.
Yes.
So sorry, say it again, Ron.
I said maybe a better ship will come along with people on it that'll adopt you instead of toss you overboard.
He could be the new Robinson Crusoe. He could be
Yeah.
floating away and
Yeah.
building a hut, big He-Man, me, big island man, me,
If
me
y'all
make
if y'all
huts
toss
from
him over,
coconut
at least toss him over with a soccer ball.
We're gonna throw
No.
pineapples overboard with Sean, and then he'll have to find an island with coconuts so we can have pineapple and coconuts. He'll have pina coladas and wait for the next boat to come along.
I don't mind the pina coladas. What's worrying me is Ron and the pineapples.
Reminds me of the gospel song, swing low, sweet chariot.
There happens to be a special video production in the process of having to do with this whole pineapple thing. So y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, good on you. My voice doesn't go long enough for that. Swing low, sweet chariot.
I still want to know how I got blamed for the whole pineapple scenario situation.
Somebody blamed you.
I was never even
Aha.
in
Somebody
21.
blamed you.
We know exactly how you got involved.
Michael Ann has a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do pineapples float?
It's a good question.
The
I'll
question
test
is,
it.
Mm.
the question is, do I float?
I know
holding
coconuts
unloaded
do.
12 pineapples.
Coconuts. There's something to test out.
I'll
Come on,
test
come
it
to
tomorrow
Bible,
at work.
come to the home. He can stay. He's got permission to stay.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Just
I
You
like
know
couldn't
my
why,
believe you didn't. I couldn't believe you didn't tie a rope around his neck and haul him off into the dining room so he could make you coffee last night.
He always makes me a coffee.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have to. I don't
I
have
said-
to ask him.
He goes, I got to make Alana's coffee. I go, run, hurry, you better get on there. We've been talking too long.
He did. And you were. That's fine.
We were, yeah.
Anyway, have a good night, all.
You too,
Good night,
Alana. See you
Alana.
later.
Good night,
Good night.
Alana.
I have to go home and cook dinner.
Oh, wow.
Then toss it in his lap.
Ouch.
Hey,
What did you say?
she's your partner,
Sit in his
Shannon.
lap.
What are you going to do
No,
about this?
she wants you
Sean?
to toss it in my lap.
But it sit in his lap.
Oh,
I'm in the wrong chat.
You said this was
Okay.
X-rated.
I'm in the wrong chat too. We're both in the wrong chat. I think it's time for us to leave.
Sean gets us both in trouble enough for everyone. Man,
Why
oh,
should
man.
I be the only one that gets into trouble?
I know, you might as well drag the whole crew with you, right?
Well,
So,
we can't help it. He drops the anchor on all of us with the chain attached.
Amy, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was Blaine that told me that you started it, you and Danny. I'm not sure. I mean, I
So-
said I'm not sure.
So you believe everything that people develop rumors over?
Apparently, I
I mean,
do.
I've developed a few rumors, haven't I, Amy?
Yeah.
See, there's always a couple that stir the pot, you know?
Uh-oh. So I guess my cover's blown because apparently I accused Michael Ann, accused her on the pineapple thing too, and she was all the way on the other side of the border.
Yeah, when asked who gave you pineapples, you said Michael Ann gave you one, and she wasn't at M21. She was in Canada.
I probably meant Floss. Because Floss did give me one. I've got video coming up of that.
You got to get this straight, Ron. You know, you can't just rely on rumors.
Well, I might have misspoke if I mentioned Michael Ann. I probably misspoke. But Floss did give me one. Now, Michael Ann's not 100% wrong, but she made a joke that made me think that maybe she was involved. So I'm defending myself on that one, but it's possible you had something to do with the funding of it on the other side of the border, Michael Ann.
I had nothing to do with any of it.
I think Blaine told me
beg your
that
pardon?
you and
I beg
Danny.
your pardon.
I
Okay.
have an alibi.
Maybe indirectly, I guess maybe Danny and I taught Kenny what an upside down pineapple meant on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And Blaine knew already, but Danny and I taught him. And then we taught Darian what it meant. He Googled it. That was a funny reaction. And it just kept going from there. And then you showed up to Branson wearing a pineapple shirt, and it took off from there.
Blaine says that sure was a pretty shirt, Ron, you had on in Branson.
G'day, Meg. How
I
you
had
doing?
no idea. I had no idea. I walked into a buzzsaw that day. Imagine me walking into a distillery. No, not just a distillery, a moonshinery, wearing that shirt in amongst a passel of YouTubers. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna learn how this works sooner than even I would. I mean, I better pick up the pace, or I'm gonna be there's gonna be all kind. Like I didn't know from upside down pineapples. I've never been on a cruise. Not that sort of cruise.
Who says you need an upside down pineapple for a cruise? You could use it for an RV for all we know.
Or a house under the sea.
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade.
I
sorry, that was
was
plagiarism.
wrong, Michael Lamb. I was probably out of my head when I said if I tried to include you in there, but you said something. I don't know what it was. I've been in a lot of chats. You've been in a lot of chats. Let's just say I was wrong, and I'll take the blame.
Meg, I really love your good days. I mean, you've picked the right people. It was Lorraine, Amy, me, Ron Apple, and Kenny and John. Yeah, well done.
Meg, hello, Meg. I know when I hear Ron Apple that Meg's in the chat.
Yep.
I don't even have to look.
Of course.
Ron Apple sees America
Mm-hmm.
upside down.
For some reason, the heat's on. I'll be
Now-
right back. I can turn it off. I'm listening,
Good
though.
on you. Now, everybody says that because we live down under, we're upside down. You guys look all the same way to me.
Yep. No blood rushing to your head. We can tell.
No
Nope.
blood rushing anywhere. That's another factor.
Stop sitting so long. We'll have to get you compression socks. Get your blood up there.
78 degrees in here. That's way too hot.
What's the matter,
Don't die,
John?
please.
We can hear every little noise you make
Yep.
in stereo.
I just had to move my chair a few seconds. This new chair in me is just scale of 1 to 10. It's a 0 hero chair.
I'm in
Whoa.
I got my buffalo pad on my chair, but this is a new chair. So I blend.
This is one of the new gaming chairs, and it's awful.
I thought
You know what it's
mine
trying to
would be
tell
more
you to do, John?
Yeah.
The chair's trying to tell you not to do any gaming.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Kenny Ray.
Well, Meg asked how my puppies are. Well, the two of them have fallen asleep, and the baby, my new puppy, is in her kennel fussing. You probably can hear her in the background
Mm-hmm.
because she's used to me shutting the lights off. when
Yeah,
it's
she was
bedtime.
fussing at the beginning of the stream really bad.
Can you hear
She's
her
like,
really
"Pay
bad?
attention to me. I'm trying to get your attention, and you won't pay attention to me except to tell me to
Now she's barking.
hug." She's had enough.
Hey, Ron, how you been doing, my brother, my friend?
I'm doing well.
Wait.
Folks, I'm gonna
anything changes
step
at
out. I need to get the car packed for tomorrow's training sessions. So I will catch you all. Have a great day. Those of you that are waking up for the day, have a great evening. Those of you that are going to hit the hay.
See you later, Sean.
Good day, Sean.
Call me or
Have a
text
blessed
me
day.
when you have time.
So I'm doing well. Everything's about to change. I'm giving up my home that I've lived in for a year and a half during the pandemic. The pandemic interrupted a 1-year test run of a nomadic lifestyle for me at 8 months. So I had 8 months in the books whenever I decided to hunker down and get sticks and bricks. And in the meantime, I've met all you wonderful people, joined all these wonderful channels, learning all kinds of things. And now when I go back out on the road, having made my decision on the 8-month run, I've decided that I'm going to go full time until I don't. Don't know how long that'll last. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. It doesn't matter right now. Right now, all that matters is that I'm going to be giving up my home in order to do it. And that's a big move. It's a big mind.
It's scary,
yeah.
even for people who don't normally get nervous about things.
Yeah, because I've always provided myself a home ever since I was in my earliest 20s and lived under a bridge out in the country. And when I got myself out of that situation, I haven't looked back. I made sure I've had a home over my roof over my head, and did everything possible to do that. And I went from a young man, and not having no trade to being a union journeyman in my trade, and providing for myself, help raise 11 kids and all that. But now it's time for me. I just had to recently break up with my girlfriend, and if it weren't for that, I'd probably be staying here. But I think going out there and getting away from the past and looking toward the future is what I need to do right now, John. So thank you for asking.
I have a suggestion, Ron, because
Sure.
I deal with the same issue.
Sure.
You have to retrain your mind to realize that now is your home. You don't need sticks and bricks to make a home.
No, and I've been investigating the lifestyle and dreaming of doing it as an alternative to anything else not working or whatever, that I would give that lifestyle a try. Because the one thing that really hit me relatively recently, it hasn't been the last year or two, but was that so many, like, everybody who's in a terminal state, when asked or polled about what is the one thing you wish you had more time for, and they said to do the things that I now regret that I never did.
That was what my father said before he passed away from multiple myeloma.
Number one thing that
Yeah.
people in that poll named specifically that they regret not ever doing is learning to play a musical instrument. And the other one was to get out there and explore the world, and not, and instead of, I mean, they're grateful for the little tight little life they've always had in their in the town they were raised in or whatever, but they did regret never really expanding their boundaries or learning about other cultures. Learning about other cultures was high on the list of the things that these people regretted most. And I got to thinking about that, and I was like, I boasted for years about, if I wanted to, I could travel anywhere as long as I got internet and work, but I never really backed it up with much, and so then I would go back. I'd say go back home to see family, because I'm the only one in Texas, and the home is back east. And so I go back there and visit, or I take a road trip or whatever, and prove the concept to myself that, yeah, I really could work from anywhere as long as I have internet connection. And
I wish I could.
and so, yeah, really. I was like, well, with the decision I had recently had to make, and then my dad dying on top of that, I had to worry about concentrating my efforts on going to eat to check on him.
Melly quit.
I don't have anything tying me down here, like a relationship or whatever, and it's time for me to get out there and see America. So that's why Ron sees America.
Hey, Ron, if you bump into any truck drivers on the open road, do me a favor, okay?
Sure.
Be kind to them, okay? Because my uncle's on the...
I watch over the road trucker channels on YouTube that are broadcasting live from the road. Most specifically, Big Rig Travels with Steve.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Yeah, and so I usually have Steve stream up when I'm working during the day. When he's traveling, and he recently just came right past my house just a couple of days ago. But unfortunately, there was some timing and regulations issues that he was dealing with. I was going to be able to go meet him because he gives out medallions to people that meet him, in person. When he's at a drop, at a delivery point or at a pickup point, and I wanted a Big Rig Travels medallion, and so I was like, he would literally be less than 5 miles away from me when he dropped his load just the other day. It would have been Saturday. And then he gets up Saturday morning, anyway, the laws and regulations, that they deal with certain hours of driving and all that stuff. He was supposed to be there on Thursday. He had to stop and drop the load on Saturday. He had to stop driving, and then that resulted in dropping the load Saturday, and I couldn't do it.
Take her with you in your bedroom.
So I didn't get to go out at his drop site and meet up with it. But yeah, I do. And one thing that you got to keep in mind about these truckers like Steve is that they put their lives on the line during the pandemic and try to keep things delivered, so that the grocery store could collect it and deliver it to us at home. So, so we owe them a debt of gratitude for
that's true.
Whole thing. So,
my daughter works at a truck stop, and she had to work too, so that those truckers were able to eat because they couldn't drive up.
A lot of truck stops were closing down because of the pandemic, and it was getting harder for truckers to maintain their life out there on the road, and had the facilities, laundry, showers, the whole works. And they went out there and delivered anyway. So,
well,
my uncle's one of them truckers.
Yeah, we heard that, John. The Flying J that my daughter worked at made sure that they tried to stay open when others were closing, so that the truckers were being taken care of. The police and fire departments were taken care of. That whole thing affected so many people. But so she was declared an essential worker because of that. All the employees to support the transportation system.
Yeah. There's a lot of people out there that put their lives on the line to continue doing their jobs just as they always had while everybody else went home.
Right. And then she would come home and she would take her clothes off out in a little like bathroom tent thing and put clean clothes on and sanitize herself before she came in the house, because if I ever caught COVID, I mean, my immune system is so bad. If I ever caught it, I wouldn't be here. I really don't believe I would have made it. So where she was always exposed, left me vulnerable.
Right. And that's hard to do. I mean, but you gotta
You got to do what you got to do.
You got to think outside your own self and think about, how can I be somebody that's that's part of the support network during this very difficult time, especially here in the U.S. And I know our friends in Canada have been having a tough time, and sometimes tougher than we have. And you got to keep that in mind and appreciate that they really put themselves on the line like that. Let me direct my next comment to the chat to Blaine. Thank you, Blaine. Ron is fixing to join us full timers. Congrats, my friend, as Ron sees America looking for pineapples. He's always got a way to cap me on the pineapple thing. Then later he says, Ron sees America. We may all joke about all that stuff, but if you or anyone for that matter ever need anything or a place to stay, never hesitate to call me. Thank you, Blaine. That's
Blaine's awesome.
generous.
Yeah.
That's very generous of you, Blaine. Thank you so much.
And that's the heart of the community here. And that's what I've been trying to explain to people is without each other, we're nothing. Without each other, we're nothing. It takes an army to become a support system, and we all love and support each other, and that's how we should be.
And Timmy Ray points out that we also need to celebrate the police officers and firefighters, and he didn't say that, but I'm sure he
Well, that's what he meant.
For being out there and working during COVID's
right. In the beginning, this chat is called Random Acts of Kindness for a reason. For all the people who haven't had the chance to thank someone or give them a card or smile at them or pay it forward. When you're going through a drive-through, give the lady a couple extra bucks and pay for someone behind you's coffee, especially if it's a essential worker.
I don't like to talk about.
The pandemic's not bad, but it's not over.
I don't really like to talk about those specific things I do because you really, it's just things that you do like it's random. It's like I don't log it down, and so if I open a door or hold a door open for somebody, if I call if I call my elder sir instead of hey Mac or whatever, and call him sir or whatever, and show that person the respect that they deserve from me because they have not done me wrong.
Right. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, and that's how we're brought up down here.
And
that's what the Southern hospitality. We all wave at each other. We all tip our hats at everybody. We hold doors.
What nobody really knows is that I'm involved at a higher level in an organization, in a local organization, whose sole purpose is to help people who need help.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Ron. You and I have spoke on that.
Yeah.
I'm
very involved in and believe very much so, and performing random acts of kindness and without thinking about it. You don't think about it, and you don't log it down.
Right.
It's something you do that's in your heart at that very moment, and it can be random if you're out there just doing your daily thing.
Right. And that's what I meant. We're not here to brag about what we've done. We're here to teach people to be more kind on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
That's true. That's true.
That sort of education 100% because when you're a butthole, it reflects on you, nobody else. And when you're a kind, nice person, that may be witnessed by people who you don't even realize saw it, but it affected them in a positive way. Like they want to go and they want to be that kind of person, and they try a little harder to keep an eye out for those opportunities to help somebody. Somebody's got a flat tire on the side of the road. I'm kind of running late, but I can't leave them in that position like that. I got to get out and fix the tire, you know. So, sometimes it's more important. That's more important than whatever you got going on at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Road rage, a good a
Yeah,
good
exactly.
thing.
Exactly, Blaine.
Exactly, yeah. Um, a good example of that is road rage. Where in the heck are you going that you need to kill someone to get there? Where?
Absolutely. Good way
What
to put
it, what is so important that you can't let someone merge ahead of you?
it.
Really?
Exactly. Why do you got to
What
go faster to keep them from being able to get over?
what insanity makes someone overtake a truck, cut in, and then jam on their brakes and brake check a truck? Well, you know who's going to die? Not necessarily the truck driver, but you sure the heck are.
Yep.
And whoever
The
you might
trucks
have in
don't
your
feel
car,
when they
too,
run you
Mhm.
over.
and whoever you might have in your car also that you might actually love, like a child or a loved one, some other loved one, family member, or grandmother. You know,
Don't be so quick to judge when don't. I wake up with a smile no matter how I feel, no matter how much pain I'm in. I wake up with a smile because if I wake up with a smile, everyone around me smiles back.
yeah.
And it
Tracy,
might just make my day better as well
Tracy
as
says to
theirs.
also add a minute
Amen,
with
my friend. Amen.
Amy.
Hey, I'm gonna go. I'm getting a really bad headache, and yeah, and
Yeah, it's
so
a
I
lot.
just took
It's
some
all the reason you
Tylenol,
need.
but
It's all the
I'm getting
reason
that
you want to lay
bad
down.
headache. But yeah,
Well,
thanks for everything.
you're
And you
welcome
have a great night.
anytime. And I never block anyone. I don't do that.
Gotcha.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. Bye.
Love
Bye,
you,
Amy.
Sister Hayes.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So over in
Yeah,
the
so
Just
chat,
this is just a educational reminder for people who you know take others for granted. You might need them someday.
that's true. I'm going to tell you
Do
something. I have an
unto
uncle,
others as you would want
as
them
you
to do
want
unto
to
you.
do unto you.
You want to be treated really bad, treat someone else really bad because karma is horrible.
Yes, it is.
Tracy makes the
Like
point about
today, I was talking to a buddy. I was in the Walmart, and one of the elder ladies needed something to get down for because it was a gift for her grandson, and nobody would help her get it down. I jumped on the second level. I said, "Is this the one?" And I gave it right to her. And I said, "Here you go, ma'am." And she says, "Where do you come from? I thought I saw you on YouTube a couple of times." I says, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, but
but
we got to
before I
learn to
go,
do that without thinking about it.
I'm gonna go here shortly, but before I go, all you really have to do in during the course of your day to commit a random act of kindness is to make somebody else smile.
Yeah,
That's true.
but if you're not smiling, they're not going to smile back.
That's right. And
That's right.
you might be having pains too. You might be in pain too. Believe me, I've recently been in a lot of pain, and y'all didn't see me because uh, I had to work it through myself. And but if you can make somebody smile for that day, uh, you've committed an act of kindness. That's the least anybody can do is make somebody else smile. So with that in mind, Lorraine, I'm gonna excuse myself. Um, I wasn't really planning on coming up, but
Well, I'm sure glad you did.
well, thank you for having me up, and thank you
Oh,
to
you're
everybody in the
welcome.
chat. Uh,
Anytime. I love you all, and yes,
thank you, Timmy Ray, for sorting that out. It's good to see you. It's always nice to see you, Timmy Ray, and I love racing. So you're my man. So keep up the good job there. Tracy, Meg, Blaine, who else? Blaine. Let's see, Tracy, and I think we got everybody that's right here right now. But if I missed you, you know I love you all, and I appreciate y'all listening to my listening to my thing. So But yeah, I'm gonna drop down off of here. It's time to lay down for a little while.
Yep. Take a rest, and we're here to support you in your journeys, and
Well,
we're
I'll be
there
telling
to.
the story as I go, so y'all be sure to tune in. I know you're all already subscribed, so be sure to tune in when you see that notification and see what I'm up to next. Because I'm doing it as much for everybody that has subscribed to me as I am for myself and my legacy. So yeah, Kenny, take care, sir.
Have a good one, Ron.
John, God bless you, and we'll see y'all later.
See you
Come
later,
back
my brother.
anytime. You're welcome to come raid my channel anytime.
Thank you. I appreciate that. See y'all
All
later.
right.
Bye bye.
Love you. Bye.
I love you too. Bye.
Now it's
My,
just the three of us
we're all
and,
family, hon. We're
and
all
everybody out
family.
there.
That's true. See, right now at the head of the pandemic, okay, my on my dad's brother's side,
Your
I
uncle?
have, yeah, my uncle, okay, his son is a doctor. And he's right over here in St. Mary's Hospital.
Yeah.
And he told me that his daughter had to come for a visit during that time period. And you remember how long time the YMCA's were watching out for the kids?
Yeah, they don't do that right now. But yeah.
Well, ours in Waterbury was watching out for the kids of the doctors and the lawyers and so on that were, basically necessary.
Yeah.
And I was over here, and I called my YMCA. I says, "Hey, what could I do?" And they said, "Well, we're going to have the fire engines coming through your neighborhood. Because you're I'm a public safety." They said, "Could you direct them through the neighborhood?" I said, "Sure, I could." I was out there in the middle of the pandemic with my orange mask on, my yellow vest, and black gloves, and I'm sticking these guys through the tight area of the neighborhood so that they could do a parade for the children.
Yeah. Well, that's very
And
good.
and I said to them, "Don't worry, I'll get you through," because in the top of the neighborhood we have these planters that they put in place with
Yeah.
trees in them, and they get those fire trucks around those trees. They have to have a tent. You know how if you're looking at a tractor trailer when you're trying to get those fire engines to turn, they don't turn very easy. I
No,
had
they
to
don't.
stick them. I had to stick them through the whole time. I had to walk backwards with them to get them through until they got to the straight part of the street, and then I had to run up and get the next one.
I'm
So
sure, John, that you do a lot for your community, and just from my experience with you, that you kind of try and do as much as you can for everybody,
I'm
and that's
trying.
and
It's a
that's good.
trying period, and
It is. It is for everyone.
yes, and my uncle's the one who's been driving trucks for the longest time. He has diabetes, and I'm going to tell you like this: he shouldn't be driving, right?
Hmm.
He owns Northeast Trucking Company.
Yeah.
He has 32 trucks on the road, and I said to him, "Uncle Peter, why are you doing this?" He says, "I'm a Marine. I'm not gonna I'd rather die on the open road, okay, where I can be a service to my country." You see, he's one of them folks. He was a Marine um he's a Marine, and he's an established Marine.
Right.
He went to what do they call that war that everybody says that,
The
get the name
Korean
of
War.
it.
The Vietnam
No,
War,
not the Korean War. Vietnam.
All right, hang on 1
And
minute. Wait, 1 minute. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I see we got a couple of new people in. Welcome. Go ahead, John.
okay. He told me, he says, I'll fight for my nation, even if I got to put my life on the line. That,
I know.
he's,
I know that most patriotic people and most military will do that, and there are
and there's one
citizens
thing,
that will do that.
he has diabetes. He has the same diabetes that my grandmother had before she died. And he has to take insulin every day.
Well, the sad part
But
is there's an increase in diabetes worldwide, and especially in the United States. Every year, the amount of diabetes increases, and it's a sad.
well, what
state of
happens is
affairs. Go ahead.
in Hungarians, okay? I'm Italian Hungarian mixture. I watch it, okay? I'm constantly, if I showed you this is what I have to be on, Crestor.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm borderline. But I
Yeah,
watch my stuff.
My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and Kenny's pa has diabetes. So you kind
I've
of
heard of,
you're preaching to the choir here.
okay. And my Uncle Peter is on the open road with type 2 diabetes, where he has to take injections every day.
Yeah.
He has to eat, he has to take his injections every day, and he has to sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Now, he's driving big red, okay? It's a big giant Peterbilt with a sleeper in the back. He's lucky because his wife also has the same driver's license that he does. So she goes with him. He hasn't been off the road since this pandemic started.
Yeah.
And the reason why he was on the road, because he lost a driver right in the beginning of the pandemic.
Right.
He had one of his trucks flipped over. So now he turned around and he got back on the horse. He went from being retired and off the road to being on the road like that. And I talk to my Uncle Peter almost every day because he calls me every day. We talk every day. He'll tell me, listen, I got big red coming in. I got big blue coming into Waterbury. He tells me how many trucks. Like today, I was at the Walmart. Big blue, big yellow, and big purple were all in the parking lot. And each one, all three of those are, he has a daughter, a son, and one of his other grandchildren that are driving right now. And all three of them were in those trucks. I stopped and I knocked at the door to see if they were all right, when I got off the bus.
Of course.
And they looked at me and they said, Uncle John, how did you know we were here? I said, because your grandpa told me you guys were going to be in around this. I said, did you guys bump the dock? That's the first thing I've asked them.
Yeah.
Because, when truckers bump the dock, that's how they get their bonuses.
Yep.
Okay, they got their bumping when they bump those docks. They said, yeah. I said to them, I says, now, are you guys all taking your downtime? He says, yes, I'm taking my downtime right now. All three of those trucks came in this morning. They bumped the dock exactly 6:30 in the morning. They showed me their paperwork, and I says, okay. I told them, if you're in town, you need showers. They said, no, we're going to go over to the TA truck stop for those. Because I said, well, you can always stop and bring your rigs in. He said, John, we got the tractors aboard. If we stop down in your area, we're going to have to go around those things down there. Because, my uncle knows that we have those monsters in the street. I said, well, why don't you just park your trailers here and drive the trucks? All of you get in one truck, come over, take showers, He said, no, we're going to go to the TA and we're going to go eat and dine over there. I says, okay. I said, be careful. And they said,
Yeah.
don't worry, John, we know where the heavy, where we can get under the viaducts and all. And then when they do come in, I happen to have radios here because they use CBs. And I know when they're coming in, I can sit here in the morning, turn on my walkie, and within 5 minutes, I know because they use Channel 9 and Channel 21 when they're coming into town. Because right here in Waterbury, we have a bridge right in the downtown area that they have to go around because they can't
Right.
get under it.
I'm going to go for 15 minutes longer, John. And
Okay.
Kenny really hasn't had anything or a chance to say anything.
Oh,
why don't
come
we-
on, Ken.
Why don't we let Kenny talk for a bit?
Come on, big brother.
Yeah, I've been listening to y'all, trying to keep myself falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm getting tired myself.
I want to make sure I'm up around 4 o'clock when Sean comes on at 4.
Yeah, me too.
That'd be 4 my time. That'd be
3 my time.
3 her time.
Yeah, and it's 1:09, which means I get 2 hours sleep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm only going to the top of the hour.
Hey, sis, I was thinking maybe you might want to move your thing to maybe a little bit into the daytime.
No,
Then
I
when
like
you want
doing
to-
late. I like doing the late night, and I'm not sure when I go. I'm not sure. I don't have a set time to go live, but I'm going to start going live every day. So I might do earlier one day and a late night another day. I have late night with
Okay.
Lorraine. I'm starting that, and then this right now says random acts of kindness, but I'm going to also have other opportunities to teach people a little bit of different things that are important to know, because not everyone has common sense.
You're right. You're right. A lot of people don't have common sense.
And sorry. Whew. And then I think I have a couple of different other ideas that I'm going to do on different days. So my times for different days will probably be different for each segment that I do. I'm trying to mix up my algorithm and get some different subscribers and from different areas, because my I subscribe to all different kinds of channels, not just van channels or cruising channels or whatever, or travel channels. I have a wide variety of interests, and I am part of a lot of different communities, and I want to bring them all in and be the nucleus of one big family. So to do that, I need to cover each genre or each community separate before you can bring them together and make
Well,
one.
you want to be what's called a tribal leader. That's a tribal leader.
I'm a minister, so I'm already a tribal leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my friend.
So
I'm
that,
going to use my friend. Is that okay with
Yep.
you? Okay, I will use my friend from now on. When I say
yeah.
hello, I'll say hello, my friend.
Well, John, Sean and I weren't trying to make you feel bad. Sean is from a different culture, and I am from a different culture too. When you're used to, when you've been taught to just say my brother, my sister, yes, we are all brothers and sisters, but we also don't need to be reminded of that constantly.
The reason why I say that is because I lived in a Pentecostal church for a very long time.
And that's perfectly fine. I went to Pentecostal church as well. But it doesn't fit for everyone. That's the problem.
I know.
Yeah. So you have
And
to
when it,
adapt. You have to adapt or modify. Again,
I modify as need be. If someone says something to me, then I will modify.
there you
But if
go.
somebody doesn't say anything, then I'll just use the same understanding. 'Cause that
Exactly.
means if they don't say nothing, you really don't know.
Yeah,
And
when
I'm
we feel bad,
apologizing again if I
no,
offended you or hurt you in any way.
don't apologize because you did nothing wrong. It's just a learning experience. That's all it is. It when if you went to a different culture, totally to a different culture, and said a wrong word that you didn't know because you don't know that culture, should you learn from it or apologize? You just should learn from it, and that's it. And don't worry about it.
Well, Bishop Jackson told me we should always learn from it and apologize so we don't offend. Because I know that you said you were hurt by it because of things that happened to you, and that means it's my job to apologize.
I didn't say hurt. I said it triggers.
Yes, it triggers. That means in the past you were hurt by something that someone else did or said.
Right, but not by
And
you.
I didn't want to.
You have not hurt me. You reminded me to. Whoa, what happened? You reminded me that I need to try and not let things like that trigger me, but I can't help that until I learn to overcome that issue. That's all. You didn't hurt me.
Anytime you need someone to talk to.
Oh,
If I'm on one of your lives, just say hello, and I'll be happy to hear anything.
I have lots of ways of. I have lots of help with that.
We're all family under the eyes of God. And
Yeah.
even if you're a minister, I'm a trained I'm an exalter, and I also do in my church. I'm also on the usher board. And a lot of times I care for everybody. Even the ministers. When Bishop Jackson was alive, I used to travel with him.
Well, you know, a lot of ministers, priests don't talk to their congregation on a one-to-one level.
Well, Dad did with me. He used to always ask me, and I used to trust.
I'm just saying that they're private people usually, and
you know why they're private?
I'm a private person. I choose to share certain things with my friends out of respect.
Well, with you and me, okay, because of what you told me, I will keep that in confidence.
Oh, you don't have to. I told it on YouTube. You know,
but I will still keep it in confidence. You will never hear what you just told me out of my mouth.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
No,
that's
I'm
one of the things
respectful like
Sean
that.
and I are working on is I'm going to explain some of the things that I've been going through and why I do what I do. But we're trying to find a way of doing it without it being intrusive on my privacy.
Well, I'm going to tell you something that is in confidence because you just told me something in confidence. I have dyslexia. Okay, I have trouble with reading.
I have number and letter dyslexia.
I see them upside down.
Yeah, I can read upside down and backwards and write upside down and backwards.
Oh boy.
I want to answer Timmy Ray's.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just listening and just trying to keep from falling asleep.
So this was the little.
Aww. How old is she? How old is she?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, she's a baby only. That's why she's crying for mama.
Yeah, but it's past her bedtime. She was put in bed. She was put to bed.
And she got up?
My daughter got
baby,
up.
My baby, what happened? You have a nightmare?
No, she's not used to me being on live streams while she's sleeping. They're like little children. That's all they gotta be. Good
She's
night,
like
Fairy
my
Dust.
she's like my cat.
Fairy Dust, come up. I'm gonna not tonight, but come up during the week. I'm gonna have a couple other lives. I'd love to have you up.
I met
Well,
Fairy
what
Dust.
time
Nice
is
to
it
meet you,
getting
sweet.
to be? We actually went longer. Good night, Fairy
Oh,
Dust. Oh, we got more people.
oh,
Yeah.
we're all fin.
Wayne said he's going to bed.
Oh, good night, Blaine. Thank you for all your advice. I'm glad to hear that about the cruise credits. That's awesome because I definitely want to be on at the chef's table with everyone. Oh, happy
Oh,
birthday, Brene.
Yes, happy birthday, Benet.
happy birthday, Lady Bidet.
Well, I think everybody's getting pretty darn tired here, and I know I have a little girl here who needs to go night, and I got only a short time to sleep before I have to be back up here for my partner channel. And if anybody would, Kenny or something, would you put Sean's link and your link down for anyone who doesn't? My partner channel is Sean and Alana from Down Under Cruisers, Helping Hands for Cruising. And someday I hope to be a partner channel with Kenny. Hint, hint, hint.
You're already a partner channel with me, honey.
Oh, thank you.
I'll take you. Anybody who I come on their thing, I automatically consider me a partner with them. Because if I could be here for you. Uh-oh, I think we woke up Papa. Kenny, your father just woke up.
I know he's watching something on his phone over. I don't know what he's watching.
Oh.
He's watching Hawaii Five-0.
Hawaii Five-0. I love that show.
Oh.
The old
I like
version or the new version?
I like the old version
I
better.
think he's watching the old version, I believe, aren't you, Dave?
Yeah, I like the old one better as well.
Yeah, where Garrett used to chase everybody all over the place. At the end of the show, he would always get his man.
Getting ready to watch The Outer Limits.
Oh my goodness. Where are you going? Where are you?
Uh-oh, your daughter's going behind your back.
We can stay awake long enough.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to set me an alarm clock so I can make sure.
Yeah, I'm going to set an alarm too. I actually have one set.
I had one day I fell asleep in this very chair.
Quit
Right
it,
after
Pa.
a
You're
live
making
one.
me yawn. John, yeah, I've been on lives with you where we had to put you in the basement. You were snoring so loud.
Yeah, I fell out. I just fell out.
Yep.
It happens to me sometimes. And I've been working on, like, I'm getting ready to get some new lighting that'll go over here so you can see me a little better. And I got I got that new piece of equipment that I'm still trying to learn.
It's a learning process, this whole thing.
It is. So, Kenny, did you ever get your keyboard up and running?
I think I actually figured it out, I believe. I messed with it a little bit time too throughout the night, and I think I actually got her going now.
Okay, that's cool. Sometimes those newer laptops, man, those that have those things are all excuse my understanding.
I'm hoping that this weekend I can work on. I'm hoping I can get Skype Scott from Kicking It Country to help me on that power steering pump.
That's a
You're
good
trying.
idea.
You're still trying to get that pump in place.
Yeah. Well, usually by the time I get ready to do something, it's either going to rain
Oh Lord!
or it's cold.
Or it goes down and it freezes.
It's too cold, and I ain't too thrilled about working out in the cold.
We got to get you a special shelter.
Yeah,
His neighbors will just steal it and run off with it.
No, you know one of those shelters when you're ready to do something, you set it up only when you're ready to do it. Then you collapse it when those collapsible tents, those
Yep.
10 by 10 or 12 by 12 tents where you could warm it up by putting the heater in the back of the bed while you're doing the thing, and then when you're done, you just take down all the housing.
Mm.
Let me check, Kenny, and see how much one will cost at the Walmart the next time I go, and we'll check and see what we can do. You know what I'm saying?
John, you have a question here from Timmy Ray. He wants you to read that. Guess what he did Friday? He called the WWE and asked about Brad.
What was that again? I didn't understand.
Read the comments.
I don't have the comments on my screen because it's
Here. There you go.
I'm not understanding him still. Okay, John. Wow, he was able to call. Yeah, because they said John Cena died too.
But anyway, I want to say thanks for having me up.
Thanks for coming up. Yeah, I'm going to end this chat. I want to say thank you to everybody. Go ahead, Kenny.
Good night, everybody. See y'all on the next one. And happy birthday, Fairy Dust, again. And with that, good night, everyone. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good night, my friends. And till we meet again. Till we see each other again.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.